AreaScout Mobile View. This module's aim is to help you navigate AreaScout Mobile View. There are 9 topics that will be discussed: AreaScout Background and Workflow, Locator Page List, View Patient, Adding New Patient, Adding Patient Image, Edit Active Patient, Deleting a Patient, Other Locator View, Alert History, and Troubleshooting Tips. What is AreaScout? AreaScout is a patient tracking system that is utilized to tag patients that are at risk for harm, injury, or adverse outcomes if they leave their unit unsupervised. It is less restrictive while ensuring patient safety and maximizing their freedom. AreaScout alerts care provider when patient leaves their unit and provides real-time tracking of patient. Who uses AreaScout? Charge nurses have access to Mobile View. They'll log in at the start of their shift to verify list of patients. Using the system, they can edit existing patients, add new patients, and delete when AreaScout monitoring is no longer necessary. They log off Mobile View at the end of the shift. Patients that are AWOL at risk. Placement of a patient tracking device, AreaScout, is a form of close observation. All patients with a tracking device should also have a close observation order. The provider does not need to write a separate order for patient tracking device to be implemented. Sheriff's Department also uses AreaScout, as well as bed control and the AOD. When a patient is determined to be AWOL at risk, the RN asks the provider to write a close observation order. Charge nurse calls bed control for an active tag and sends staff to retrieve from bed control office. Staff takes a photo. The charge nurse enters patient information into Mobile View and uploads photo. Afterwards, they test tag to ensure that it's set to active monitoring. Only then will the AreaScout be placed on a patient. Log in to AreaScout using your Active Directory or Tap and Go credentials and password. After logging into Mobile View, the page defaults to Asset Management. For first-time users, go to Advanced Search, click on plus sign beside B25 patients. To open up Unit List, select desired unit and click on Search. This brings up a list of the patients with AreaScout tag on the unit. List displays patient's name, location, tag status, time tag last updated, and details. To have easy access to your default unit, set Favorites List. To set up Favorites List, on the bottom left side of the Locator page, click on Add Favorites. This brings up a pop-up page. Type in unit name and click OK. Once set, the next time you log in into the system, you can directly click on your unit to launch your patient list. Viewing active patient. Staff can view patient and tag information while on the patient list page. Select patient that you want to look up by clicking on Details. This brings up patient image, if available, and access tag's battery by clicking on Tag tab. Make sure you replace your tag if battery level is below 10 for optimum performance. How to add new patient to the system. Select Administration tab, select Assets, click on box with a plus sign, input Asset ID, enter patient's MRN and their name. Input tag ID by typing in the last 7 digits. This will pull up a list of active tags that carry the same ID tag number. Set to Active Tag. Next, enter categories. Select your desired unit. Once selected, this also changes primary category to the same unit. For example, H768. Tag status. Make sure it is set for OK. This is active tag monitoring. However, if your patient is going for a procedure, you can set the tag status to patient in transport. You can also use transfer patient when patient transfers out to another unit. Click on Next. Make sure to fill in all the boxes about patient description, hold status, and make sure to set to patient's primary language to customize broadcast message on system loudspeaker. Then hit Save. How to add patient image. Using your unit's camera, take a picture of the patient. Connect the camera to the designated unit PC. While in mobile view, go to Patient List, click on Details, Add Image if a new patient. A pop-up window opens up. Click on Browse. Another pop-up window opens up and will have a list of images. Select the desired photo and click on Open. Press Upload. Image should be available to view immediately. To change patient's image, click on Replace or Remove, located under patient's image, and repeat the same steps. How to edit active patient's info via locator page. After selecting Detail, click on Edit Asset. These steps allow the user to change tag status when patient leaves the unit for procedures and set it back to active monitoring when they return. If no other changes are required, click Save. To make changes on other patient field, click on Next. Make necessary changes and then hit Save. Deleting patient. Select Administration tab. Check patient that you want to delete. Verify that is the correct patient. Click box with an X sign and click OK. Patient search. Locate specific patient. You may find patient by typing either their name, MRN, tag ID, or serial number, and click Search. You can customize locator page by map view or hybrid view. On top of the page, click on Map. This brings up a map of the unit with patient's location within the unit. Map can be zoomed in or out and centered by using Zoom slider bar on the left side. Hybrid view. This pulls up both patient list and map view. Search alert history. Click on the bell located at the top middle portion of the locator page. You may customize search list by changing parameter using the drop-down button on each tab. Show all, pending, or dismissed alert. Time range can be customized per hour, 24 hours, week, month, or all. Priority based on stage level alert. Location. Search by floor by selecting the desired floor unit, or isolate search by using Asset ID, which is the patient's MRN. Troubleshooting tips. For tags, examine tags for any damages. Label as damage if noted, and return to bed control. Battery level below 10%. Call bed control for a new tag, and return old tag to them. Instant notifier alarm not sounding off when patient approaches exit doors. Check tag battery. Replace as necessary. Pull up instant notifier on the bottom right-hand side of the page. Login should be unit name. Example H768 instant notifier. If staff Active Directory is logged in, please log off and use your unit's generic login. If unable to log in, please call Service Desk, phone number 628-206-7378, and open a ticket. Instant notifier alarm is going off and cannot be dismissed. Staff workflow. For best practices, dismiss instant notifier alarm prior to deactivating or deleting tag. IT department is unable to turn off an alarm and will continue to ring for 24 hours. User needs to adjust volume of dedicated AirScout device so as not to disturb the unit. Caution: staff needs to be vigilant if other patients that require active monitoring are in the unit. This concludes our presentation. Thank you very much for your time.